What moment completely shattered you, ruined you, or broke your heart completely? In 2010, I lost my mom, my dog, and my cat in the same year. It started with my dog. He had stage 4 cancer and then had a stroke one morning. It was the first time I had to actually be there when someone I cared about died. I held him in my arms as the vet put him down. I felt him go limp and die in my arms. 3 months later, my cat started howling out of nowhere one night. He'd been in perfect health, when suddenly he collapsed. When I took him into the vet the next morning, he was already feeling cold to the touch but still with us. He'd had an aneurysm in his spine and was leaking blood. There was no way to repair it, so I had to once again hold a loved one while they died by my decision. 3 months after that, my mom was hospitalized. She'd been sick for a while, leukemia. They said it was serious, so I flew out from the other side of the country to see her. She was bad off, but healing, and they said she'd be able to go back home in a few days. I laughed with her and told her there were easier ways to trick me into a visit. Just before I was getting ready to fly out again, we got a call in the middle of the night. She'd had a stroke, a really bad one. The docs had her on a ventilator and let us know that there was a very slight chance that they could repair the damage, but she would be a vegetable the rest of her days. Dad and sister already decided. It was left to me to cast the final vote. I had to decide to pull the plug. My decision, once again, led to the death of someone I loved dearly. Once again, I had to hold a loved one while they died in my arms. That moment broke me. I haven't been the same since. It's been 3 years and even writing this is starting to get blurry and I'm choking up. It doesn't get easier, dealing with death and those close to you. It changes you in permanent ways. Like losing an arm or a leg, you have phantom memories triggered by sounds or sights. Sometimes the way someone makes their pasta sauce will bring back a flood of memories. It fundamentally changes you. If you'll indulge the metaphor a little longer, you'll see that like a missing limb, you heal by adaptation. You slowly adjust to the new reality until you barely remember a time when that wasn't the norm. You still remember them and think of them. You simply learn to live with the changes until it no longer feels unnatural. It just takes time to do that. To adjust and adapt. The closer you were to them, the harder and longer a process that becomes. I'm getting there, but it still feels wonky and painful. I'll never be the guy I was before, but I'll be the guy he changed into.